What screams I have a crush on you? They're happier to see you specifically, even though they can barely hold a conversation with you. Drunk calling / texting, next day call / text to apologize for the night before because they were drunk. I feel attacked. Accidentally liking a Facebook status update from 2007. If they laugh at everything you say, there's a good chance they're crushing on you. Me, my mom died yesterday. I don't want to live anymore. Ho, dies of laughter. You stay up talking to them multiple nights in a row and F up your entire sleep schedule. Source, I'm going through it right now. I knew a former co-worker was into me because of how much extra attention I got from her. Everyone in general was nice, but she was extra nice. She'd bring me snacks, eventually started giving me small presents, would tell me to go on my break even if I already knew it was time. I knew she trusted me when she gave me her laptop to take home for a few days, so I could learn to use it and then teach her. Besides that, her actually asking me and being curious about what I'd really like for Christmas also helped and letting me know she cared. I did a lot of things that should have let her know I cared / liked her, but I guess I should have done more. Boy, how are you? Girl, I'm good, how are you? Boy, I'm good, how are you? Being in college and getting up at 7 AM to have breakfast with her, when you have no classes at all that day. Edit, I despise mornings with a passion. I had a girl do this in college. Wake me up same time every day with a shy knock on my door, to see if I wanted to get breakfast. Obviously I never turned her down. She would also make an excuse to come around to everyone's room and say goodnight, just so she could make my room the last room and staying there longer and have no one notice, except my roommate. We were like the unofficial parents of the floor. We dated for 2 years. Benign insults and picking on each other, but never admitting a compliment, for fear it would be misconstrued as creepy or give away the crush. Typically only others can see it, but when they look at you every chance they get when you aren't looking. Really, I actively avoid looking at them. Exactly. The more it seems like I don't notice you, the more I like you. Loneliness guaranteed. Yup. Freshman year of high school I had a huge crush on this blonde kid. At lunch one day, I saw him talking to a mutual guy friend. I could not stop looking over at him, because duh, I liked him. I had been with my friends talking about random things when my friend pointed out that I kept looking at him, but that he kept looking at me too, whenever I wasn't looking. 7 years later, we are married and have babies. That is not how it went down for me. Wait, are you her husband? I think captive is a better term. Permanent guest. Longing looks and nervous conversations. That's me unintentionally. You just have a crush on everyone. Giving them a drawing you did of them. When the group laughs, they look at you to see if you are laughing too. Group crush. I'm now imagining a group of people laughing at something, and then turning and staring at you expectantly in unison. Literally everyone as soon as I get a girlfriend. Because now you got confidence on you. Laughing the loudest at their jokes, using their name a lot, always looking at them, comments on every Facebook status, likes on Instagram. Welp, my mom has a crush on me. Edit, I'm surprised no one has mentioned Alabama yet. When someone gives you shit like gum, chips from a bag and no one else or more than anyone else. Man, our English teacher has a crush on the smart kid I guess. I think I actually read this on Reddit ages ago, but after hearing a funny joke and laughing, people tend to look toward the ones they admire / feel close to gauge their reaction. It's not exclusive to crushes but it's very telling. I used to have a crush on a girl whom I nicknamed Girl. Everyone else called her Girl because of me. One day without realizing it I started using her real name. Everyone else caught on instantly except for her. It was awkward. So, the nickname was before or after your crush on her? Before. We worked on the same shift together and when she first started she was so bad that I assumed that she'd be fired, so I didn't want to commit her name to memory. It started out as a sort of insult, as I didn't expect her to stay for long. Called her girl for about a year before it dawned on me that I'd developed a crush on her, and another 6 months on top of that before I slipped and started using her real name. So, it was pretty obvious to everyone when that happened. Accidentally tweeting your crush's name at 2 am. I mean, you meant to search it, but it's late at night, damn it, and you want to make sure they don't have a boyfriend, even though you're too chicken shit to ask them out. Oddly specific this one is. Putting their palm up against yours to compare hand sizes. F. Flashbacks from high school. I do this because I have tiny hands. I'm 28 and usually have to buy children's gloves, because I find it hilarious that they're so small. I do this to everybody, even if I don't have a crush on them. You led me on, you small-handed fiend. I once spotted my crush with her back to me at the other end of a lobby, so I rushed over and kinda play kicked her leg. No idea why, but accidentally kinda kicked her leg for real. I wasn't even that young, really. Apparently if they yell I love you and hug you after you help them fix a rather pesky bug in their code, they're not just really grateful for your debugging help. I can see that happening without any ulterior motives. I've confessed love to someone for fixing a damn spreadsheet, after all. When I'm sat next to someone and our legs touch and they don't move their leg away, I start thinking about the rest of my life with that person. I'm so lonely. Going on the bus must be fun. Always finding an excuse to be near said crush. Once I ate lunch 2 times because my work crush invited me out to the food trucks. I was so full and low-key disgusted with how much I ate that day. Yup, I met my wife at the gym and started going to the gym at the same time every day hoping she'd be there. Then I got into a mutual friend group with her, and I'd always try to go to functions she was going to and sit near her, ride in the same car, etc. Edit, I feel like I should have pointed out that it was clear there were mutual feelings, and we were very good friends before we got married. Would not recommend doing this to someone who is not interested. Dude, she's your wife. Just talk to her, man. IDK dude. What if he's reading the situation incorrectly? She's probably just being polite. Touching. If they are touching you more than the average person touches you, and or more than they are touching everybody else. Lots of eye contact, or in some cases barely any, and smiling and red face is usually the first sign. Suggesting things in common in conversation and light touching, like talking and looks at your arm and lightly lifts your shirt sleeve. Oh, is that a tattoo? I have one in the same place. Most of the time you can just tell. People have a certain look in their eye talking to their crush. Compare the face they make talking to someone else, versus talking to you if unsure. Not gonna lie, I'm really bad at picking up on hints like these. In high school a girl told me she wasn't wearing any underwear while we were alone, and I made a comment how it must be breezy in the dress she was wearing. I was asked, are you single and what are your thoughts on relationships? I'm not a smart man. You can tell a girl likes you by the position of her ankles. If they're behind her ears, she likes you. Or if they're behind your ears. If you start seeing someone around way more than usual. I'm always lingering around my crush, walking past him 100 times on break. I can't even help it, and I'm screaming in my head, stop being so obvious. The crazy overweight man wearing only underwear that asks for change at the freeway off ramp. You should totally go for it, dude. No question he's into you. I feel like a pretty good tell that I've mainly noticed in myself is when someone acts the opposite social style they usually are around a specific individual. For me, I'm very shy/introverted and have social anxiety. However, if I have a crush on someone, I all of a sudden am able to start and carry on conversations, not always gracefully though, and try to talk a little louder/confidently. I laugh/smile more, whereas with other people I usually come off a little monotone and emotionless. I get more playful with a crush and so on and so forth. I have had very loud extroverted boisterous friends who, upon getting a crush on someone, become the total opposite around the crush. They get meek and timid and shy and overly conscious of what they're saying, and how they're saying it. It's really interesting. When you ask them on a date on a day they're unavailable, but they suggest the next day they are available. There's a name for this but I forgot what it's called. Rescheduling. Read every single comment. I can honestly say nobody has a crush on me. Same. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more daily Reddit videos.